I'm Roland Johns. I am sim racing.
I'm Wes Fuller, driver the number 35, Stand Up to Cancer Ford. I am sim racing.
Hi, I'm Cameron Peterson. I am sim racing.
What's going on? It's Rob Biotti from 4i Racing, driver the number 44 Toyota Camry, and I am sim racing.
Hello, I am Christopher Hamilton, and I am sim racing.
Hi, I'm Eric Andrews. I am sim racing.
We are sim racing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Core Vintage Series benefiting Stand Up to Cancer. Tonight's race is round 2, race number 1, Holly's Farms 100. That is right, we are at North Wilkesboro tonight in the booth. It's going to be me, Randall Alvarez, and helping out in the with commentary is going to be Paul Owens. Paul, how you doing tonight?
Good, how about you?
Doing pretty good. North Wilkesboro, man. Classic track with some classic cars. Couldn't ask for anything better. How do you think this race is going to turn out for a lot of these guys?
With how it seems so far, because I turned 83 laps in practice with them, it's going to be super loose for the Fords and super tight for the Chevys.
There you go. A little bit of both worlds for these guys. We'll see how they cope with it. But with that being said, I'd like to thank our season sponsors. That's going to be TechNet Professional, Mission Car Care, Your Buying Machine, Southern Heart Creations, and, of course, Joker Graphics, providing everyone with those sick paint schemes for their cars. It took a while to get that thing out. And then Critical Hit Bass Lures and Southern California's Nautilus Media Systems for our broadcast sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is going to be a good one. I can feel it. So far, we've had a lot of short tracks coming, and they have not disappointed.
Yeah, they are all been fairly good so far.
I believe we have about a minute left on practice. Man.
15 seconds.
There you go. We're going to go straight into it with qualifying. I think a couple people to keep an eye on at North Wilkesboro. If I remember correctly, Kevin Foster was pretty fast out here last time we hit North Wilkesboro. Same thing with Joshua Billiter. Josh, even though he's sitting in 13th right now, I wouldn't count him out. I think he's going to throw down a pretty decent lap, or at least for qualifying.
Oh, yeah. I think Kevin's going to do really good, too, because you're going to need a lot of tire at the end of this. He's always good at that. Exactly.
Yeah, North Wilkesboro turns it up just because this is a low banking corners. You're going to burn off a lot of your tire just trying to rotate it around the corner.
Wide so much here, too.
All right, let's see. Eric Andrews out on the track. We'll go ahead and go to his side. Eric Andrews running in the number 9 Raise Energy Drink, new paint scheme. I like it. It's clean. It looks good. Just that extra flair of Raise on there looks beautiful.
All his schemes look pretty good.
They always do. We'll ride along with him as he finishes up going through. And there we go. Eric Andrews with a 19.673. Good job up there.
686 for Crockett.
Yep. Looks like Crockett going for a second lap.
Butler. Oh, Nick with a heater there.
All right, let's talk a little bit about round 2's playoff standings before we get going. I'm going to go ahead and pull those up for you guys. All right, so playoff standings right now, it's going to be Nick Nickerson, Carl Handwerk, Willie Evernham, and Kevin Foster, Dylan McDonald, Eric Andrews, Andrew Gunther, and Wes Fuller that are in the lineup right now. We have a plus 10 for Nick Nickerson and a plus 5 for Carl. So we need to see Willie, Kevin, Dylan, Eric, Andrew, or Wes get a win in this to catch up and lock themselves into the top 3. I believe we're going to be finishing off with, let's see, it is a restart, so they do have, shouldn't you have gotten rid of the plus because they're on round 2? I don't think they carry over the positive points. It was supposed to be a complete restart.
I think it's. I don't know. Maybe it's from last week. I'm not sure.
No. This is round 2 though, so it's the board's wiped. Yeah, I wonder why those are up there. I'll ask him after the race.
Yeah, is this round 2, race 1, or is it round 2, race 2?
This is round 2, race 1. Because North
Okay.
Wilkesboro, then Charlotte, and then Rockingham out there. So
Right. I may do Rockingham.
you're gonna go race Rockingham?
Think so, yeah.
That'll be a fun one. All right. Once again, thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get over to qualifying as these guys throw down some more laps. Man, the 87s always bunch up at the top. Let's see if I can fix that. At the moment, I'll drop the battle box. That'll help a tad bit.
These are by far some of the best cars in the server, too, I think.
Oh. Let's see if we can... Nope, not there yet. Yeah, it doesn't want to do the drop down for that. I wonder why.
Weird.
It does it for the Premier Series. I think it's the cars. That or the tracks. I know some of the newer tracks have an issue with that, and the older ones, they work fine. They might just be a bug on the tracks. Yeah, it looks like it's just a bug. Is what it is.
Weird. Yep. Show goes on.
Andrew Gunther out in the track.
I don't think anyone's going to be able to touch Nick's time, really.
What do you throw down? Nick Nickerson has a
18-9.
Woo.
Carl may get close, but Carl and Kevin.
Is that 18.9 for this best? It's not showing me that. That's a bummer.
The best in this session is an 18-8 set by Nick.
That's insane.
He was really on it. So, who's your big pick for this one?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with the Schnitzelmobile.
Schnitzelwagen?
The Schnitzelwagen.
I don't know if he got any practice.
Andrew Gunther's he's got some natural talent for short track.
Yeah.
I overlooked CJ Winslow last time, and I'm not gonna overlook Andrew. He's always someone you can count on to be up top, even though he might not qualify as fast as some of the other drivers. He's really good at driving up the field, and you know I think Andrew Gunther, like I said, Andrew Gunther and Kevin Foster. I think we're gonna see those guys drive up the field, and we'll have to see how they place, but it's just gonna be a
I think Bennett has this one.
Yeah, it's gonna just be a little bit of a wait and see. Looks like everyone is finishing up their qualifying right now. All we have left is Kevin Foster to finish. Oh, look at that. Dave Lohr throwing down a heater. Taking 6th. Right under
Nice.
Christopher Hamilton. Hashtag not an oval guy. Looks like Carl going for a restart there.
Yeah, but I would definitely expect in the early parts there to be some amount of cautions, but the second half's going to be pretty clean, I think.
Yeah, if we don't get a caution in the first 10 laps, I think we're going to have a really clean run.
Yeah.
Those fresh set of tires, especially on North Wilkesboro, it's tough. It really wants to unhook, and like you said, you know, it's tight for one and loose for another. Was it loose for the Ford and tight for the Monte Carlo?
Chevy. Yeah.
So I think we're definitely going to see that, where these guys are going to be driving different lines until those tires kind of wear off a little bit, and then it'll kind of equal out.
Yeah.
All right. Qualifying almost over. 3 minutes to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, do take this 3 minutes to get up, stretch, get some refreshments, raid your pantry, get snacks, popcorn, whatever you think you need to survive this race, seated and ready to go. Because I'm so far with these 87s, we've been having really long green flag runs. So unless there's a really big issue out on the track, like I stated before, I think we're gonna have a really decent race out there. If we've been driving a lot of short track, these guys are still in the mood to drive it, in the sense of they know what's going on, they know how to handle it. We just came off a pretty deadly track last week, and these guys did a great job out there. So I think North Wilkesboro is tough, but at the same time, it's a fun track to drive, and we're gonna see these guys probably do a hook, line, sinker, pun not intended for a critical hit, but it's gonna be a good one. Especially because this one allows for a lot of like late apexing into the corners and trying to get around someone on the inside. So I think we might see some people
here, I think it almost may be better to late entry later than the car in front of you, even though you're already having a late entry.
Yep.
And try and go around the outside, because I noticed a lot of people were trying to pass on the inside, and they would get loose in because they would either overdrive it, underdrive it, car would over rotate, and it would snap around.
Yeah, I've seen a couple guys do a lot of late entry inside, pretty much a late entry with an inside crossover, and that works really well. I believe on turn 3 and 4. I think 1 and 2 it's a little tough. You can just ride the outside and probably be okay. But I know one of them you can really send it in there and kind of just cut across the line. And if no one's in the way, you have
on the entry of 3
run.
and 4, you're whacking the rev limiter pretty hard.
Yeah. But we'll see how these guys handle it and what they're comfortable with. But I think these guys are going to do good out there. Minute to go. I'm excited. Monday is always just a great day. You know, at first these 87s were tough. You know, we saw a lot of these guys having some issues, a lot of, you know, pretty heavy cautions. And then I would say the past 2 months, these races have been getting really, really good. I've really been enjoying them. The pace of them has been really good. These guys have been doing a good job keeping them clean and staying in the fight. You know, we have a couple guys. We have a lot of guys. You know, can't say it enough. 2 races ago, Josh Billiter pitting with 30 laps to go, thinking that he could get ahead of these guys, and just didn't have the tires. Took it too soon. But you know, he was up there. He took the opportunity, and you know that's what we're gonna get for some of the other drivers, like we said before, Foster and Andrew. I think those guys are gonna be someone to keep an eye on. Willie, always consistent on a short track, so definitely a good one out there. And then the 2 young guns of the league, you know, Bennett Allen, Dylan McDonald. Those guys, they're gonna fight you tooth and nail for a position. So always keep your eye on them and never let them out of your sight.
Yeah, it's always going to be a clean race all the way around with these hand guys, though.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Let's roll through the lineup. Up in front, Nick Nickerson.
Roll the clip.
Nick Nickerson on pole with a number 85 Miller Genuine Draft. To his outside is going to be the number 24 Bennett Allen in that Mountain Dew. We then have Carl Handwerk in the number 18 Core Racing Machine. Dylan McDonald running the number 38 Cancer Awareness. Willie Evernham in the number 19 Stamp to Cancer. I really like that paint scheme. It's it's just cool to see.
It's always so clean.
Yeah. Then we have the Sueño de Azzo number 8 TechNet Professional vintage paint scheme for Kevin Foster. Love it. Christopher Hamilton in the Death by Moose Media Merry Christmas paint scheme. Hashtag not an Ulva guy on the back wing. I love it. Dave Lohr in the Western Auto number 17 on the outside. Joshua Billiter in the Wooden Nickel number 3. Paul Butler in the Rays number 68. And then Eric Andrews also in the Rays number 9. Wes Fuller in the Stamped Cancer number 38. Andrew Gunther in the Schnitzel Wagon. Each Schnitzel be happy, number 59.
Schnitzel Wagon.
And to bring up the rear,
I gotta see it.
Matt Crockett in the number 10 Toys for Tots. Never count Matt out. Even though he's back here right now, he can definitely drive up the field. And that is going to be our 14 drivers tonight. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're good. For sure, I think anyone can, really, with these and everyone in the league.
Here we go.
Should have gave him the Porsche pace car to keep up to.
What?
You should have gave him the Porsche pace car to keep up with.
Yeah, no. Only muscle cars, sorry. This is America.
Yeah. No, because the Porsche pace car goes like 90 all the way around.
I know, it's too fast.
Yeah. I forget where we were. We were doing something, and we literally had to hold it wide open the whole way around the track to even keep pace with it.
I think it was a super speedway.
It might have been. It was either... Oh, it was the D-Series Legends Oval.
Oh my gosh.
So we're in the Legend cars having to, like, floor it and running full speed laps under caution.
That's gnarly.
So we just stopped throwing cautions and did admin caution stuff.
That's cool. All right, ladies and
People
gentlemen.
were losing laps on top of lap.
I can imagine that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Holly Farms 100 to drop the green flag. Cue the music. Pace car pulls off. And we are green to go. Nick Nickerson, Bennett Allen with a great start. Carl Handwerk doing a good job staying behind him. Looks like Dylan McDonald missed a shift on that restart. It's going to hold up. Kevin Foster behind him. Clean exit out of turn 2 into 3 and 4. Nick's on a great run.
Looked like there's a big mess there in the back.
A little bit of a bumping and banging, but hey, it's short track.
Yep.
Oh, Bennett Allen.
pushed
Giving Carl a little bit of a bump there. Tell him to hurry up. You're being slow, old guy.
the bumper. Bet you'll get some interesting in-car cams today.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about
Man,
that.
I love seeing how dark the track is. How much rubber they laid down everywhere.
That's how you know they're really burning off their tires. Look at that. Dylan McDonald trying to run side by side with Willie Evernham. Still 4 laps down, going on 5. Really pushing that issue. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to them.
I think it's too early to be doing this kind of stuff, I think.
I think so, too. He needs to tuck in behind him. No need to do that to yourself. You're just letting the leaders get away from you. But Dylan wants that 4th place. Look at him go. And then Christopher Hamilton just hanging out back there looking for an opening. Dylan gets up ahead of Willie Evernham. Clean pass.
Bennett's all over Carl. Going down the front stretch in the turn 1.
Yeah, we've heard a couple
Bennett
bump and bangs.
loops it.
Oh! Too
Bennett
many
loops
pushes. Yellow flag out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go over to that critical hit Bass Lures caution report. And don't mind the scene that's going to speed up real fast. Looks like it's lagging behind. Bummer. All right, lock on to Bennett Allen.
He looped it by himself. It looked like on entry.
Oh, yeah, he did. Check it out. Oh, shoot, where'd he go? All right, here we go. Bennett Allen coming down the front straight as he goes into the corner. Oh, went a little too far back. It's 1 lap away. Sorry about that. Stay with him. There we go.
Keep your foot in it.
Yeah. Comes up behind Carl. Oh, yeah, he just dived it in too deep on that one. Oof, overdrove it. Ladies and gentlemen, someone get him a do. That was a critical hit Bass Lures caution report.
I think he did the do.
Oh, he did. Done did the do. All right, so our top 6. Nick Nickerson, Carl Handwerk, Dylan McDonald, Willie Evernham, Christopher Hamilton, and Andrew Gunther. Look at that, already up there. Telling you, man. Did he pit, though? Let's see. That is always...
I'm not sure. I saw a handful of people walk into the pits.
Nope, Gunther did not pit, nor did everyone in the lead. So, either they're going to pit this lap around, or they're going to stay out and ride it. Let's see what happens.
Might have been Bennett and Kevin, I think, pitted. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to stay out.
Is that Willie coming in? Yeah.
Yeah, Abraham hitting the pit lane. What a run so far. That's not bad. 10 laps. I think it's going to be a good race.
That was our goal.
Yeah. All right, so Nick Nickerson is going to be the person to be up in front. Can these guys catch up to him? Hopefully, without having to battle it out, Carl can reel him back in. But I think someone that might be able to do it, if he can get ahead of Carl, is Dylan McDonald. I've seen Dylan battle it out with Nick multiple times. He's got the speed to catch up to him. We saw him, trying to get past Willie. He makes his pass, and he's still working his way up there. But they battled out for too long. I think if Dylan can get ahead of Carl soon enough, or if him and Carl work together, they might be able to work their way up to Nick and keep Nick closer to the pack and let him battle it out for a little bit longer.
The only thing that scares me with McDonald is sometimes he burns his tires up too quickly trying to make moves.
That is 100% true, and we saw that with him racing up in front, trying to stay at pace with Willie Evernham. Pace car's off, cue the music. Nick Nickerson's got the restart. Look at that. Carl Handwerk staying in tight behind him.
Hamilton with a nice jump to the outside there.
Yeah. And look at that. Paul Butler also trying to run the outside. Schnitzelwagen playing some defense, but the Rays boys are right behind him. Looks like Eric Andrews with a clean pass on the inside on the Schnitzelwagen.
Butler was up in that third lane trying to get something going.
Yeah, it just didn't work. And then Hamilton. Hamilton around McDonald. McDonald trying to reel him back in. Hamilton needs to be careful. We know McDonald is going to drive him the whole way through. I was going to say drive him to the wall, but that's not true.
No.
It just sounds cool.
Yeah, he'll keep you on your toes.
Yeah. That's the young guns, both him and Bennett, dude. They keep you on your toes the whole time.
Yeah. I get this nice cozy chair up here, though.
Exactly. Toes all warm and toasty. Cup of coffee or hot chocolate for you, I guess. All right, let's hop over to McDonald. Watch on the inside. As he's taking some of those corners. Caution is out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find out what happened with the critical hit bachelor's caution report. Did you catch that one?
I did not. I see Wes is on the apron
Fuller.
there.
Yep.
Oof.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh no, that was something else. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Riding along with Wes Fuller. Coming out of 4. Looks like, Joshua Billiter makes a mistake, turns the wheel into him.
What a nice save from Josh, but it sucks it ended that way.
Yeah, that's a tight corner to make a mistake on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a critical hit bachelor's caution report.
A bunch of people hitting pit road this time.
Now's the time.
Yeah. Carl stays out.
He wants that lead on Nick Nickerson then.
Do they have bonus points for leading a lap?
I don't think so. If we're in playoffs, that stuff doesn't really matter. It's all about winning in playoffs.
Which is the issue with playoffs.
What are you talking about? Playoffs are always fun.
Yeah.
All right. Look at that. We made it another 10 laps. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a 10-lap shootout every single time.
You know, I don't think I mind that terribly because it could be worse. It could be every 2 laps.
It honestly could. I've seen some short track races where it's every lap and a half.
Especially some of those official races.
Oh my gosh, those are atrocious sometimes.
At Martinsville, they reckon before the start-finish line of official. Like this one guy decided to start in first gear, and he spun the tires and wrecked coming out of 4
Oh man.
from the lead, and everyone junked her.
All right, still 1 to go.
Oh yeah, they start single file. I forgot about that.
Yep, that's correct. Winston Cup rules.
Yep.
Single file on the
19,
outside, and lap drivers drive the inside.
Yep.
I like that.
I think the light should go out on the pace car here.
Yes, they will. All right, so it's Carl Handwerk, Dylan McDonald, Eric Andrews, Dave Lohr, Nick Nickerson, and Christopher Hamilton for our top 6. Who is going to work their way up is Nick Nickerson going to be able to drive through the pack. He's got Dave Lohr and Eric Andrews in front of him. Eric, I know, likes to play some big defense, so we'll see what happens.
I save.
Football terms. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the restart. Cue that music. Watch the pace car drop off. Green flag up in the air. Here we go.
Everyone in their cows.
Yep. And the stampede has begun. Carl Handwerk with a good restart. Dylan McDonald pacing off behind him.
Nickerson dropped to the inside and the back and looked pretty comfortable with the
Nickerson
pass.
clears one driver. He's around Dave Lohr. Now he's got Eric Andrews. Eric driving that mid to low line.
Trying to make it around the outside. Nice little crossover. Taps.
Beautiful. Beautiful crossover and gets
Slide
around
down.
him.
Ooh, Hamilton had to lock up there.
Let's ride along with the Nick real fast because he is a man to beat right now. Look at that.
Just watching him roll through that corner, man.
That was beautiful. And he's going to do it again to Dylan. Dylan going to give him the room. Yep. Oh, he almost loses it
Got
there.
loose. There's a checking up big wreck in one.
Yeah, it
Big
looks like
wreck.
there is a big wreck back there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that critical hit Bachelor's caution report.
I just heard everyone yelling, big wreck, check up in one. Looks like it started with Eric.
Ooh, yeah, I see it. All right, here we go. Yeah, oh, no. I don't know if that was Eric entirely. I'm going to restart it one more time.
I think that one's a racing incident.
Let's see.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
don't know.
Eric drove down into Bennett. Bennett was holding his line on the inside. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, and scoops
Yeah.
up Matt Crockett. Man, that hurts to see that. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a critical hit Bachelor's caution report brought to you by Eric Andrews and Race Energy Drinks. Just kidding, Eric. That looks like he had a good run on there, and I think he was expecting Bennett to probably cut in a little bit tighter. It just didn't happen.
Ooh, Crockett too. That was sad for Crockett.
Yeah.
Just got the car
he
stopped and got hit.
stuffed. All right, so up in front, Carl Handwerk, Dylan McDonald, Nick Nickerson, Christopher Hamilton, Andrew Gunther, and Willie Evernham for our top 6. Nick's going to have a hard time getting around Dylan if Dylan can keep the speed. But we'll find out. With that being said, we're going to go to a quick commercial break.
Welcome to our music festival,
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you, Southern Art Creations and Joka Graphics and Your Buying Machine, TechNet Professional, and Mission Car Care. Let's get ready to go green. Should be going green around this time around, I believe. Nope, one to go.
Alright, I'm gonna watch this restart and I'm gonna disappear for 5 minutes because I gotta go talk to somebody at something.
No problem. Just don't forget to mute yourself.
Yep. I'm on push to talk.
Oh, okay. All right, lights are off, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna go ahead and cue the music. Point that camera in the right direction. Green flag up in the air.
Everyone in their cows.
And they're off to the races. Carl Handwerk once again with a good start. Dylan McDonald behind him. And now that we have someone on the inside, Matt Crockett, that's going to be a little bit of a tougher run for, looks like, Christopher Hamilton trying to get to the inside.
Oh, Nick very loose on it.
Yeah.
I just gotta watch this next lap and I'll disappear.
There we go. Nick setting up a pass.
Slides it on in.
Yep.
Clean as day. Oh.
Running them
Both
down the
got
line.
loose. There we go.
Yep, Nick's got a nose
I'll
forward.
be back in about 3 minutes.
All right. Carl Handwerk now has to play some pretty heavy defense. I think he should not let Nick Nickerson get around him. We saw Nick drive it away last time. It's going to be one of those days where you just don't want to let him get past you. So if you can, drive real tight, let him burn off his tires. We know Nick has a hard time keeping his tires fresh. He's talked about that before, especially on short track. He just seems to have a lot of fall off, but he can drive fast. So look at that. Christopher Hamilton stepping out to the inside around Dylan McDonald. Can he take him across the line? Ford versus Chevy. Here we go. 2 Ford versus Chevys. Nick, punches to the inside of Carl Handwerk. A little bit of a drag race. Nope, he's going to tuck in behind him again. He had a good run. He peeked out for it, and then he tucked in. He's like, I can't push that too soon. Looks like Carl's entry into 1 and 2 is just a little bit open. He needs to tighten that up and not let Nick on the inside of him, because right now he is pushing the issue down the front straight. Side by side, Nick gets loose. Oh, can he straighten it up? He does. Definitely going to scrub off some speed, but he has the dominant line right now, and Carl's having an issue. Just staying. Oh, nope. There we go. He had to check up just a tad bit.
Looks like I came back just in time here.
Yeah, you missed a couple pass attempts from Nick Nickerson, and then also we have Christopher Hamilton doing the same thing to Dylan McDonald. Sends it in deep, goes for the crossover. Look at him riding the outside.
Not gonna get the cut here.
These guys are both going for it. I can't keep my eyes on them all the time.
Luckily, with the camera angle I got right now, I can see both of them at one time.
Nick on the inside of Carl.
1 and 2.
Yeah, he's gotten up to his rear tire, and then he just backs off on that exit out of 4. You just can't keep it. Side by side.
Probably getting real tight under there, though.
I think
it down
so
there
too.
For so long.
I don't think Carl's hit the pits yet, right?
He has not.
Yeah, so there we go. That's a little bit why Nick's able to kind of drive him around. Carl's definitely on some worn tires there. Nick Nickerson able to get around him.
Gets it done that time.
Hamilton, a little bit of a nose ahead of McDonald. Can he keep it up? I hear some
No,
tires
Brad, you
screeching.
clipped it. Yeah.
Let's go to a critical hit pass lures caution report. Did you catch who that was?
I heard Bennett.
It's
I
not
heard
very
Bennett.
nice.
Now they're saying it's not Bennett. So Gunther's there too. I heard.
It looked like Bennett. I want to roll it back again.
Dylan wasn't a part of it and was calling out Bennett for something. I don't know.
You know, that's really hard to tell. I'm looking at it right now. Oh, no.
Gunther
straight
said
up.
it was him.
No. I got it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Willie Evernham gets to the inside of Bennett Allen, and they both straighten each other out on the on the exit of that turn. That was so fast. Well, there you go.
It looks identical to what happened in.
Yeah. And that was your critical hit pass lures caution report. Yeah, it looks like Bennett went for a pass on Willie, or Willie just had a good line on the inside, and Bennett was dropping down.
Yeah.
Is what it is. All right, looking at the tire game right now. Let's see who has been into the pits. Let's see, can we see the last lap, gap interval, pit time. Wow, Carl still not in the pits. He's gonna stay out.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to really, because he was kind of running times around what Nick was.
Yeah, no, I especially with the rate we've been dropping cautions, probably like every 10, 12 laps. Yeah, he's probably better off waiting to get tires the last 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
If he can go that far. He can probably go 60 laps on those.
Do they have limited sets?
No, they don't.
Okay.
I wish. But that would require a lot of pre-work, because you need to know how many sets can a car make on this track, or how many tires can you make to run, and then go from there.
Right.
All right, so looks like it's going to be Carl Handwerk, Andrew Gunther, Wes Fuller, Nick Nickerson, Dylan McDonald, and Christopher Hamilton for our top 6. Gunther working his way up into second, Wes in third. What is going to happen between those drivers on this restart, and can Nick get around them? We've seen him do it before. Is he going to do it again? All right, cue the music. Get ready for the restart. Green flag up in the air.
Hold your cows.
Cows are mooing. Carl's gone. Andrew Gunther using a little bit of teleportation to try and get around. I want to see how Nick Nickerson's going to handle Matt Crockett on the inside lane. Ooh, Bennett Allen's a little loose back there. Nick able to get around these guys. What is going on?
Oh, wow.
These guys are giving him free reign out there. Look at that. Carl Handwerk, Nick Nickerson, Andrew Gunther, Dylan McDonald, Eric Andrews, and Wes Fuller up in front. A battle between Nick Nickerson and Carl Handwerk. Nick is most likely going to get around him just due to the tire situation. But Andrew Gunther side by side with Dylan McDonald down into turn 3. Dylan gets a little sideways there.
Does Nick put cruise control on here, or does he try and drive as big a gap as he can?
Nick just throws it in R for racing and then lets it go. All right, looks like we have a pretty cool battle breaking out in the rear with Wes Fuller and Bennett Allen. Let's go ahead and try and stay with that. Bennett Allen looking for an opening behind Willie Evernham or Andrew Gunther. Looks like he's going to try and go for a 2-for-1 with Willie there.
Slides up and gets one.
Yup. Oh, breaks it loose. Can he keep it off the wall? All that work just to get it burned off on one of your laps. Oh, that is horrible.
At least everyone was courteous and let him keep control.
All right, looks like the tires are finally catching up to Carl Handwerk. Dylan McDonald and Christopher Hamilton have passed him. Willie Evernham looking to do the same thing.
Shoots one down the inside here, but not super deep.
He's going to be able to run it, though.
Yeah, I think Carl let him go.
Yeah, it's not worth fighting him, especially with his tires that worn.
Yeah.
You know what Carl might actually need to do? I'd do a green flag pit.
Oh, I would not.
They're running 19-second laps. It takes him about 30 seconds to pit. I believe he could actually get his laps back if he pits now.
I don't think they can.
I think he could.
I can't see it.
I can see it. It's beautiful.
Would burn him up, getting the laps back, and then you would be stuck in front of the leader with your tires burnt.
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's risky. But hey, you never know.
Going with our current pattern, there should be a caution in 4 laps, so.
Nostradamus over here predicting the weather and the future. Oh, Bennett Allen gets into the back of Willie Evernham. Oh, man. Sorry to talk over you there, but you're completely right. Bennett just cannot leave Willie alone.
There it is. Oh, nice save.
I think he's wearing ice skates out there because he keeps breaking loose and going way with his rear end.
Oh, boy.
Side by side.
There's going to definitely be some virtual words after the race.
Yeah. Oh, man, dude. If I was Willie, I would just not want to look in my mirror because that is the most stressful thing to see right now is someone swerving behind you, coming up to your side, and then dropping in behind you again and swerving.
And tapping you.
Look at that. Bennett driving the outside line now.
I think I would let him go.
I wouldn't.
Let him go, catch the cars.
Just keep driving.
Yeah.
If he gets into you, he gets into you, but just keep driving your lines like what Willie's doing. Don't look in that rearview mirror. Don't worry about it. If he gets into you, that's his fault.
Yeah. Bennett is definitely going to lose his right rear tire.
Yeah. He's gone high. He's gone low. He's gone sideways. He's even gone upside down and still looking for a pass.
Car looks fresh. He's really trying to make that third rear come in.
He's trying to keep it together, but I don't know, man.
In the meantime, while all this is happening, Nick is gone.
Yeah, Nick's clocked out. I don't even know where he went. He's off the track,
on the front
clocked
stretch
out.
now.
It's
He's
too far
entering
away.
1 and they're exiting. He has a straightaway gap.
If Nick starts lapping people, I'm gonna be upset.
We can't have another Nick show. He's gonna too soon.
Yeah, no, he's coming up on some laps.
A little bit in front of him.
Yeah.
He's got about a straightaway and a half lead now.
Look at this battle between Dylan McDonald and Christopher Hamilton right now.
Yeah, I think Willie's gonna get through them both here, though.
I think so too. Willie's been doing a good job driving up the line and sticking to his pace. We saw him shake off Bennett Allen, so Bennett is no longer on his tail. He's able
Longest
to
green flag run of the day.
Lose that bogey, and then here we go. Lap 65. Willie finds an opening through the center. Can he push it through?
Shoots. Shoot the gap. No, he can't.
No, he's going to shoot it on this lap.
Yeah, I think he's going to close. It's going to close up if he does anyway.
No, I think he's going to do it at 1 and 2. He's setting it up right now. You see him having a good run, and just wait for it.
Yeah. I think though that gap's gonna close once he gets into it though off the exit.
It looks like he
'Cause
gets
look
tight
how their
up too.
runs are. Yeah, because it looks like McDonald comes down off of 2. They get the run and Hamilton goes up.
Yeah. He's probably almost better off taking the... Oh, do you know what he could do? He could,
Go through the grass.
Yeah. No. He could drive up behind Dylan and set a late apex to cross behind Hamilton when they close up. Because Hamilton swings up pretty high. He could try and do that.
There is a gap under Hamilton on entry. Just a tiny one. If you can get in there, you're going to get both because Hamilton will slide up and then...
and on
McDonald
exit.
back
His
out.
exit's pretty wide.
Yeah. Right there. Finally single file out.
Getting there.
Giving a little bump there to Hamilton.
There goes Nick.
And they swap. Lapping or wrecking?
Nothing yet.
Oh, lapping. There goes Willie underneath. Oh, make contact.
Ooh. Willie getting sideways.
McDonald, will he save it? He does. What a save. I noticed Bennett slowly creeping back into this picture as well.
See, I feel like Bennett, he just burnt off his tires too hard trying to stay with Willie.
Yeah.
I don't see him catching up to them unless we get another caution. I think it's going to be Willie Evernham and Dylan McDonald for a little bit. Because you can see even...
Carl is really going to be on the 8 ball here in the points. If they go green the rest of the way.
He's going to have a hard time. He's going to blow a tire.
Kevin's nursed at home, so he can do it.
But look at this. Willie finally reeling in Dylan McDonald. I think Dylan battling it out with Christopher Hamilton has just cost him too much of his tires.
Yep. I think we noted that earlier that he has great pace, but he just burns him up a little too quick sometimes.
Yeah, him and Bennett. They just need to refine their racecraft just a tad bit. Caution's
Bennett's
out.
around. Big contact, I'm pretty sure I saw.
Let's go over to a critical hit Bass Lewis caution report and see what happens.
Oh, oof. You caught that one in the back half, or?
I'm pulling it up right now.
Alright.
All right, here we go. Bennett Allen on the back straight going into 3 and 4. Oh, sends it in, back in, slips out of him. Oh, no. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, Kevin can't stop in time. Ouch. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Time to hit the pits. That was
I think everyone's coming.
Yeah.
Everyone in their cows.
That was a critical hit Bass Lures caution report. All right. So, Nick Nickerson, Carl Handwerk, Dylan McDonald, Willie Evernham, and Kevin Foster at the moment. We're going to let these guys go ahead and get out of the pits. Carl, first pit of the day, comes out in first. Nick Nickerson behind him. Hamilton in third. McDonald taking fourth. Oh, nope. Evernham gets out before McDonald. McDonald's now out. And sixth is probably going to go to Eric Andrews.
Yeah. Great action's going to be coming from this pit stop, I think.
I think so, too. Now, I want to see
this is a little
how...
off topic.
Go ahead.
This is a little off topic, but sometimes I wonder why they only did the Ford and the Chevy. Because in '87, there was multiple manufacturers. There was like 5.
I wonder if that's all they could get their hands on.
Yeah, I wonder if all the other ones were gone. Because I know there was only like 2 teams for some of them, and...
Yeah.
You know?
They probably went with just like the most common manufacturer, but That'd be cool if they bring in more. I think maybe they're also testing the waters because you don't want to release and spend. You don't want to spend all the time making all these models and then have it flop and no one want to race them. And if they're
Pontiac would be the big one of the ones they're missing, I think.
Pontiac.
It's like Buick, Pontiac, and Oldsmobile are the ones they're missing, I think.
I'd like to see the Oldsmobile out there. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I think the Pontiac would be cool because they advertised at this track back then all the time, right?
Yeah, you can see it right there. Pontiac on the billboard.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even see that.
The Pontiac had the Firebird at that time?
What was that?
Was it the Firebird that they were racing?
I think so.
For a little bit of trivia out there, what were the models of the cars other than the Ford and the Chevy that were out at 87? See if anyone can bring that up.
Chevy, Ford, Oldsmobile.
No,
Pontiac.
models. Oh, pace car's off. Nick Nickerson with a great restart. Christopher Hamilton, Willie Evernham following in behind him. Lap traffic getting in the mix. Ooh, it's going to be tough.
I think the reason they may not have the Pontiac is because that was the one with the wing on it, wasn't it? That year?
No, that was the Superbird.
That's right, Superbird.
Oh, and we have a rotate by Dylan McDonald. Front tires catch on the inside.
Oh no.
Caution out. Oh, the Olds was the Cutlass. I like the Cutlass. The Cutlass is super awesome. That's a classic body design. Buick Regal, Olds Cutlass, and then I think he said Bill said that it's the Pontiac.
That's right,
Grand
the
Prix.
Regal.
Or Grand Prix. Pricks. Grand Prix.
The Regal, that was a special thing back in the day, I think, because they used to make their cars look so special
Really?
back then, and then they used to change how they looked, and they were kick butt in the day.
I want to take a look at one
For
right
like
now.
2 years. They didn't win. Buick didn't win a NASCAR race for like 20 years, and then they won one. Didn't win another one for like 5, and then they won like 20 races in 1 year, and then the next year they won like 40.
Oh, that is an
Not
awesome.
literally, but like.
Yeah, that is so cool. That looks mean.
Did you pull it up?
Oh yeah, I did. I'm looking at it right now. That's a mean looking car. Let's take a look at the Cutlass real fast too. I like the way the Cutlass looks. Looks a little bit like kind of like the Chevy, I guess.
It was the Pontiac Grand Prix during that time.
That's what Bill said. I'm looking at that one too.
Oh, the man who raced back in those days.
Right.
I'm messing with you, Bill. Calm down.
It's okay. He's got a wheelchair. He can't catch up to you. He'll just run you over. Just messing with you, Bill. Love you,
Take me out
man.
a bandit.
Oh, dude, the Pontiac looks awesome. All painted up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I hope they bring out more. That'd be beautiful. If they could get the rights for them to put them out there. What a blast.
Because that was the issue with the F-150 for 5 years or something, right?
Yeah, they couldn't work it out with Ford.
Yeah, because Keselowski was the only team that had it, and then they were gonna let them scan it, but they shut down. And then the only other team there was at that time wouldn't let them scan it.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
it was like one of the back teams.
This is it, man. 14 laps to go. Lights are off. Up in front, Nick Nickerson, Christopher Hamilton, and Willie Evernham. On the inside, we have Matt Crockett, Bennett Allen, lapped.
I think we need to stop. I need to stop picking people before the race. This is 2 days in a row they got wrecked or wrecked.
Yeah, you gotta stop that. That's just bad juju.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Pace car's off. Green
You
flag
start
up in the
picking
air.
Nick. Everyone and their cows.
Yep. Nick with a good start, but look at that. Hamilton not letting him go. This is the first time I've seen a driver keep pace with him on the restart.
I believe Hamilton has fresher tires.
Hamilton is a driver that's good at following someone and learning their lines. I've seen him do it on the fly before, so we might see Hamilton close that gap up, but he is driving so aggressive.
Hashtag not an over racer.
Did you just see his car just jumping through that corner?
Yeah. Wheel hop bad.
He is going for it. There we go. 10 laps to go. Hamilton still trying to reel Nick in. Nick on a groove. Hamilton looking for any room to get to catch speed. Oh man, it's gonna be a battle for third for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Hamilton pushes up. Nick's just put his car on rails and is gone again.
Rinse and repeat for him, man. He just goes for it.
Yeah. Oh, we got super loose there though.
All right, Willie Evernham getting loose as well. Might open the door up for Eric Andrews to get around him.
10 laps left.
Yes, sirree.
If there's a caution, I think Willie is in prime position.
I think so too.
Sitting in third place. Because the lap car may push Hamilton up. He can go under them both, and then,
Carl Handwerk almost spinning himself on the front straight on that exit, just trying to put too much speed into it, and
now there is a wreck on the front stretch.
There's a wreck.
Joshua Billiter.
All right, let's back it up and see what happened.
Common error, it looked like.
Yep. And here we go. Joshua Billiter just comes out of 4 a little too hot and sends it to the wall. Ouch. And that was a critical hit pass Lewis causing the board.
And Willie will move in the second because Hamilton pit.
Oh, no. No. Oh, this is going to be a good showdown.
Mamma mia.
Yeah, I want to see if Willie can run down Nick. If he can get the restart and not let Nick run away with it, we might see it. It's gonna be. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen between these two.
Front bumper may be used. I'm not too sure. I think that's really a big shot at Nick here. Is just make sure, just try and move him up. You know.
You don't want to get. Don't let him get those extra points. Simple as that. Oh, I know why the points carried over. It's because they're not locking into the clinch anymore. They just get points that it passes on. So Nick has 2 wins, which is 10. Carl has 1. That's there.
5.
It only took, you know, what, 42 minutes for it to click in my head.
I thought you said something about a win and you're in earlier, and I got confused.
If Willie can pull off a bump and run on Nick, I'd be really interesting, but it'd be really God, I want to. It's not exciting, but it would be it'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't. There's no word for it other than like I kind of want to see if he can pull that off. And like cleanly get around him. Just give him a little bit of push, send him to the outside just a tad bit, but keep him clean. I think the big battle is going to be for third, though. That's definitely, I think, where it's mainly going to be.
I got faith in Willie.
Well, with 4 laps to go, it's not much time, but definitely do what you can do.
Yeah.
We know Nick usually clocks out by lap 5, so he's got 3 laps to not let him get away.
Gotta hold
And
him here.
Here we go. Pace car's off.
Green.
The restart for Willie just not as good as we'd want to expect.
Battle for third is going to be between 5 cars, it looks like, though.
Dave Lore sends it to the wall. Caution is out.
Wow.
Oh man, it looked like he just got punted. Let's get that on replay.
Who did the dirty work?
I think that was Christopher Hamilton. Oh
Oh,
no,
he
that
went on
was.
his own.
Oh no. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me pull this up for you guys.
I think it's going to be done under caution.
Dave Lore just swerves it. Let me give you one more replay on that. Goes into the corner. And looks like a bee just got into his cockpit and he just took it to the wall. Tried to swat that thing. Ouch. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a critical hit Bachelore's caution report. Hopefully he is not allergic to bees, and that was just a gut reaction. And he's okay over there.
Yeah. And Nickerson's going to get a nice, easy coast to a win here with a solid top 3.
Yep. Finishing under caution, it's going to be Nick Nickerson, Willie Evernham, and Eric Andrews.
Yep.
Good run for all those drivers.
Oh, man, I got time today.
It's a fast race. Oh, yeah, look at that. We
Wow.
finished before 7:30. I love short tracks.
It's well past 7:30.
Oh, not my time, so. My time's the only time that counts. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The race is over.
All right, well, I think I'm still just going to head on out and get these bonus points.
You got it, man. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for popping in.
Yep.
All right, so it's Nick Nickerson, Willie Evernham, and Eric Andrews for our top 3 way to go drivers. That was definitely a tough one. Let's get these guys in the booth. Ladies and gentlemen, our third place finisher, Eric Andrews, running in the number 9 Raise Energy drink. Man, dude, you had a really good run out there. You definitely had to battle it out a lot to stay up there. Finishing under caution, it happens, but still, that was a hard fight.
Oh man, yeah. Carl was all over me at the beginning there. I spun my tires on that restart, and I knew I was going to have my hands full. Like him and I had a good battle there towards the end, and I knew I was going to have my hands full, and was able to hold him off there. And like I said, the caution was actually probably a saver because Carl was a lot faster, but I was able to hold him off and bring the Race Chevrolet home in third place. So we'll take it.
There you go, man. That's what's up. Yeah, no, I was watching you throughout the race, and you think you got caught up in a couple mistakes, and it really drove you to the back of the line. But after that last kind of stint where you were kind of racing pretty clean, you're able to drive up and work your way up into that top 3. And that battle for the last 15 laps between you top 3 was insane. You guys were going back and forth, and it was really almost anyone's game, but you just were able to stay in front of these guys.
Yeah, I just like once we got that long run, actually, I noticed a lot of people would burn their tires off, and they were running like a lane or 2 up, and I was actually kind of riding the bottom and was pulling, catching them all, and I was like, man. So I was able to reel them in, and then that caution came out, and everybody pitted and came out. Just gave me a shot there.
Yep.
We'll take it.
That's the way it goes.
good start for the second round of the playoffs. Third place, and I guess that Rays energy drink I had before the race, helped me out.
There we go. All right, man. Congratulations. Do you have anyone you want to shout out before we get going to the next guy?
Well, obviously, you, Death by Moose Media, for covering this. Carl, everybody core, putting this on, such a great thing. Rays, man, just everybody all together, coming together, and there's a lot of other people I missed there that are, but just everybody coming together and racing and making a good time. So off to next week.
Yes, we are. Well, man, good job out there, and I'll see you next week.
All right, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second place finisher, the number 19, Willie Evernham. Dude, that whole race, you were doing a great job working your way up the field. I was a little bummed out on that last restart. I was hoping you'd be able to keep it like a car length or less behind Nick, because I think you had a good chance if you were to stay that close to him on passing him. I think you know how to drive these short tracks, and you know how to kind of work the car, and you could probably pick up a little bit of his line and then set up a pass and try and make it work.
Plan, just kind of ride, get used to the track. I wasn't that good in practice, didn't qualify that well. So, I was just going to ride around, get the car, get to where I needed to. I know a lot of guys were going to use their stuff up early, and just kind of use that to my advantage and keep myself out of trouble and go for the long runs. We had a pretty good long run there in the middle of the race, but those few last cautions towards the end of the race kind of screwed us on that deal. But it was fun. Definitely my style track, short track racing, very slick. Kind of some guys were saying it was worse than last night. So I don't know. It was fun. I love coming with the 87 cars to North Wilkesboro, North Carolina racetrack, old racetrack. So it's cool.
Yeah, no, I like North Wilkesboro, and I think a lot of the cars that we've seen out here, at least take it on with the limited late models, the 87s, and even some of the Cup cars. They're a lot of fun. They're just cool to see out on the track. But, dude, good driving out there. You kept your head together. I know there was one section where I was sweating for you. You had Bennett Allen behind you, and he was giving you bumps and looking every which way trying to pass you, and then his back end would kick out, and then he'd drop back a little bit and then come back at you. That was it was like one of those moments where you just want to rip the mirror off your car and not look behind you.
No, I'm glad I had the mirror on. Yeah, I kept him behind him. I might have slowed him up a little bit, but at the same time, he was trying to pass me and used all his stuff up, because I think once he used his stuff up, I got a pretty good run on catching Dylan and Gunther there for third and fourth. So it was pretty good. I can't complain. Glad to have first race in the playoffs and finish second, so it's a pretty good cushion going to the next two.
Oh, yeah, it is. Well, man, good job out there. Do you have anyone you want to shout out and thank?
Yeah, just everybody who comes out for this vintage series. Cool to be doing this deal for Stand Up to Cancer. Had to stand up to cancer car tonight. Look good on the podium here. So just want to thank everybody for watching, and hopefully we'll keep this playoff run both in the Premier Series and in the Vintage Series.
I believe so, man. Good job out there, and can't wait to see you next week.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You too. Ladies and gentlemen, our first place finisher for tonight, the number 85 Miller Genuine Draft, Nick Nickerson. Hey, dude, first again, and that was a dominating run. What were you doing out there? Give me the secrets. Let's give that to everyone else.
I'm just trying to keep the tires underneath them and shortest line around the track as possible.
Really?
Well, you know, I'm still kind of baffled that Carl didn't take fresh tires more often.
Yeah, I think
No.
he was. I think he was planning on there to be more cautions, maybe, and so he figured that if there's more cautions, he could just ride it out.
Yeah, maybe. But you know, when I went into pits twice with him behind me, and he didn't follow me in, and it was just kind of strange because at least he could have came in and took 2 tires, got the lead in the next caution. Could have
So
taken
he
pits,
did
I don't
that.
know.
He did that the last time. But he went in twice. He took 2 and then another 2, and I think that's what because he was in second behind you on that last
Yeah.
pit, and then he took 2 and another, and then he had to take another 2. He didn't take it all a full 4.
Gotcha.
So that's what dropped him back, I think, into 6th, or at 6
Yeah,
and
'cause-
below.
Tell you, it's pretty dang hard to pass unless you have a supreme advantage like fresh tires.
Yeah, no, I was seeing that.
Yeah. But I don't know, it was pretty decent. We got a little bit of drama going on in the background, but we'll settle that here in a couple minutes.
Well, that happens. That's
Oh.
short track racing, man. Tempers
Yeah.
fly, sometimes some fists, but hey, it's all in good fun.
Yep.
Do you have anyone you want to shout out and thank?
No, man, just everybody puts on this league. It's tons of fun, and you know, this is probably going to be the end of my short track domination. Now we're going to the 1.5 mile next week, and we'll see how that plays out. I haven't done that in a few weeks, and thanks for putting on the broadcast, man.
No problem. I hope you have a good night, man. I'll see you next week.
Hey, you too, man. Later.
Later. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for tonight. Holly's Farms 100 round 2 race 1 of the playoffs is complete. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for DXR and follow up on iRacing Short Course on Wednesday, and then back at it again with the premiere, and on Monday the Core Racing Series race number 2 of round 2. With that being said, thank you to our sponsors: Your Bind Machine, TechNet Professional, Mission Car Care, Southern Heart Creations, and Joka Graphics. Also for our broadcast sponsors, Critical at Bass Lures and Southern California's Nautilus Media Systems. I'm Randall Alvarez. In the booth with me was Paul Owens. And with that being said, I hope everyone has a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.